go. Hi everyone, today my audience is my roommate Amara. She actually just moved in about a week ago, so we don't know each other too well, but this is a good get to know you. Anyway, everyone has their favorite place as a child. Maybe it's your grandparents' house or a park or a lake. My favorite place is the beautiful city of Virginia Beach, Virginia, a place that I was lucky enough to call home for a few years during elementary school. Today I'd like to take some time and honor that city and maybe inform you a little bit about its history and origin and So from its original discovery, development of the landmarks, and the shark attack of '01, Virginia Beach could tell a million stories, but today we only have the time for a few. Virginia Beach has played a significant role in American history. The first English settlers landed in Cape Henry on April 26, 1607, which is located at the top of Virginia Beach. And they planted a wooden cross there when they landed as a way to kind of thank God for their safe travels. And that specific spot at the top there, Cape Henry, is important to the American Revolutionary War because on September 5th, 1781, the French Navy defeated the British Navy at the Battle of Virginia Capes. And now that original wooden cross isn't there anymore, obviously, but it has since been replicated at the Cape Henry Memorial, and people go and visit it often. Another place that people often visit is the Cape Henry Lighthouse, which was built in 1972 and originally used to help ships guide their way. It's a place I've visited a few times. Aside from all the war and settlement history, Virginia Beach's name also has history as well. I found out that the place I once called home actually has had many names. After reading the article, Virginia American Revolution by Mark Reed, I found out that one of these names is Princess Anne County. And that stuck out to me because the road that the bus would take to get me to school was called Princess Anne Drive. And as a little kid in 5th grade, just getting on the Dolphin bus, I never thought much of that. But it's interesting to find out that Virginia Beach was actually Princess Anne County for about 10 years. History is important and it's interesting, but when I think about my time in Virginia Beach, the first thing that comes to mind is the beach. As a kid that grew up in a rural farm town in Wisconsin, the beach was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. My parents and I lived about 10 minutes away from the ocean front, which is a very popular tourist place, now has a boardwalk. And we would visit about once to twice a week, and my parents always made sure I was up to date on safety rules and the meanings of the flag, to know that if I was ever caught in a riptide, I should lay on my back and swim horizontally and not try to fight it. That a yellow flag meant swim at your own risk, a red flag was high tide, no swimming, and a purple flag was dangerous marine life. Now, luckily I was, I never had a negative encounter with dangerous marine life. I always enjoyed watching the dolphins swim beyond where the waves would break, and maybe a few jellyfish stings here and there. But unfortunately in 2001, a 10-year-old boy was not as lucky as me. September 2nd, 2001, according to the article, Fatal Shark Attack in Virginia Beach, published by ABC News. A 10-year-old boy and his dad were swimming in about 4 feet of water, walking at Sandbridge Beach when a shark attacked the boy's leg. And the father spent many minutes wrestling the shark, trying to get it to free the boy. Eventually the shark did free the boy. The boy was transported to the hospital before he died about 9 hours later. And that's really interesting and weird to reflect on, because if you would fast forward about 12 years, you would see my dad and I swimming at Sandbridge Beach, exactly where that happened. To wrap things up, Virginia Beach has evolved greatly as a city, and I'm grateful for every moment that I got to spend there as a kid. I hope you learned something about this great city, from its first English settlers to its development of the landmarks and just the power and mystery of the ocean. This city, all of that has greatly shaped who I am today, and I'm very excited to go back and visit in about 2 weeks. So thank you very much.